You've probably already heard of the Minecraft Matchbox puzzle, but recently, it's returned with a second season. And if you're not familiar with Matchbox, it's essentially a series of unedited gameplay videos that hide something far more deliberate beneath the surface. At first glance, it looks ordinary, almost boring. But the more time you spend with it, the clearer it becomes that there's something carefully constructed going on. Clicking on the first video takes us into a cave of sorts, and after a bit, they progress down the hallway. Their hotbar contains a sign as a method of communication, a crossbow that when shot at a player, reveals their identity, an iron axe, and their hand. Let me explain. The setup is simple. 7 players are competing to split $1,000, but one of them is secretly the Spark. The Spark's objective is to eliminate the others one by one until only a single player remains. Each round, the Spark marks a player by right-clicking them with an open hand. After 10 minutes, the round ends, and the marked player dies instantly, unless they were protected by the medic, another hidden role, who can also mark someone to save them. After each round, the remaining players discuss who they believe the Spark is and vote before the discussion timer runs out. The twist is that we don't know who the Spark is either. Like the players, we're working with limited information, relying only on what's visible in the 6 videos. In the end, it's up to us, the audience, to piece everything together and identify the Spark. Also, I never mentioned this, but the Spark can also swap places with a random player at any point during the round. So keep that in mind, it will be important later. But anyway, our player enters the library and encounters 3 other contestants. One of them immediately walks away. Another lingers for a moment, staring at our player in a way that feels off, before leaving as well. The last player stays behind and introduces themselves.
Hi, I'm Ears.
Our player greets them back. And when asked who they are, they hesitate before replying.
I'd rather not say.
Ears then asks whether our player is new or not. To this, they respond,
Yeah, I've never really played before.
Ears welcomes them, which subtly suggests that Ears may have participated in Matchbox before. They also mention that a few rules have been changed, and the map has been updated. Ears then offers to give our player a tour of the arena. The tour passes through the Central Museum, the Disco Room, the Jungle Room, the Library, the Cave Room, the Kitchen, the Throne Room, the End Room, the Greenhouse, and finally the Maze. 10 rooms in total. To make things easier, I created a simple layout of the whole map to track players in case of suspects. And speaking of suspects, Ears is killed. It's never revealed who actually eliminated them, and that uncertainty is exactly what makes Matchbox so puzzling. Ears was often standing very close to our player while facing away, meaning they could have been right-clicked at almost any moment without us ever noticing. After each round ends, a meeting takes place.
Let me spell it out for you, because I don't think you understand.
No, I don't think you understand, smart guy.
If I shoot you, and you're lying about who you are, we win on the spot.
Snake makes a good point. If the Spark lies about their name and another player later fires their crossbow at them, that reaction alone exposes the lie and immediately puts them under suspicion. After all, there's no real reason for an innocent player to hide their name, unless they were the Spark. If we go back to the point where the 3 players, including Ears, were having a conversation, we can most likely confirm that the other 2 were Snake and Knife. Some of these signs are pretty useful. Like for example,
Well, I'm just saying, if you're lying about who you are,
Tell me why on earth would I lie?
why don't I shoot you and find out?
Why? Are we wasting out arrow?
this means someone fired a shot at another player or almost did to make sure they weren't lying about their name. The player that walked towards the left wrote the sign.
You're actually so stupid.
This makes me feel like that is Knife. And the one who stare into our soul before walking off is Snake. I focus on these 2 specifically because their reactions at the start of the meeting line up with what they were previously discussing about the signs.
Okay, and I'm telling you that is a massive waste of time.
I don't think so. The quicker we win, the quicker we get paid.
Listen, pal, I played these games before. You haven't. The rules have changed. Get 1 shot per game. That's it. Wasting it on me would be ridiculous.
Look, let's just all settle down, okay? Someone is dead and we need to figure out who did it.
There's always some goody two-shoes that thinks he knows everything about the game. You don't.
And aren't you a charming fella? Sounds like we've got our killer right here.
What? You know, Spark or not, we can just vote him out. He's worse than Snake.
Yes, vote me out. After all, I could be the spark. Are you willing to roll the dice and find out?
Using your own name as a pun is so unbelievably corny.
Guys, arguing is not gonna get us anywhere, so let's figure this out before time runs out. Rose, did you get any information since we split it out? I only really explored the maze.
No, not really. I kinda just wandered around the bottom area by the cave and kitchen. 2 came in together into the cave at one point.
Good to know. How about you, Gecko? Do you know anything?
And unfortunately, time runs out. It's time to vote who our player thinks the spark is. And they choose none of them. And round 1 officially concludes. Before moving on to the second round, it's worth clearing a few players we don't currently consider suspects. Knife appears to be experienced, having played before, while our player, Gecko, is new and still learning the game. Around 8 minutes into the round, we see someone run out of the maze, which I assume is north, since he mentioned exploring it earlier. Meanwhile, the player who had been crouching near a fossil in the museum center disappears after about a minute, despite being there for most of the round. Realistically, they could have been marked at the very beginning, right at the end when they ran off, or, less likely, we ourselves could be the spark. For now, though, I'd say North and Rose seem clear. Snake and Knife remain possible suspects, and then there's Dice, whose whereabouts are completely unknown. With that in mind, let's move on to round 2. At the start of the second round, our player is placed in the disco room. He carefully peeks around corners, slowly making his way into the library, where he stays hidden. A player passes by, and instead of interacting with them, Gecko remains out of sight. However, he quickly changes his approach and decides to follow the player while staying concealed, careful not to be noticed. Gecko is adapting. He's beginning to understand how the game works and is now making smarter decisions. Once the player moves out of his render distance, he continues following the same path. Unfortunately for Gecko, that player was already 1 step ahead of him.
Who are you? I'm Rose.
I'm North.
Why are you following me? Seems a bit suspicious. Well, if you're the spark, I'm already dead.
I'm not.
What do you say we watch each other's backs this round, North?
Sure. We should create a signal in case one of us gets swapped.
Good idea.
If I flash my axe, you should flash your arrow.
Okay.
I'm Gecko, by the way. Not North.
Sounds good, Gecko. I trust you.
Gecko and Rose continue to wait. Time passes. Gecko flashes his axe, and Rose flashes back at him. Something's wrong, that isn't what they agreed on. Gecko realizes it too. He raises his crossbow, ready to expose the spark, the one who swapped places with Rose and brought this game of Matchbox to an end. But what is he doing?
Rose. Who do you think the spark is?
Gecko could literally reveal who the spark is. Why is he doing all of this?
I think that Knife is a little hostile. But I don't know if that makes him the spark. What about you? Who do you think the spark is?
You.
Guys, I know who the spark is. It's Dice.
Whoa, what the hell? I just got swapped and shot. Weirdest thing ever. Sorry about that, Gecko. You were saying?
Gecko, you said you knew who it was.
Well, I thought I did.
Gecko, I'm sorry I couldn't make it back in time. I got swapped deep in the maze.
That's okay. Dice, you got swapped?
Yeah, I was just chilling, admiring the library, and the next second, I'm getting shot in the back.
So Gecko, wait, what were you saying at the start?
I was with Rose in the jungle, and then next second she gets swapped and I don't know what to do.
Just shoot the guy.
Come on, Snake, let him finish. What happened, Gecko?
Well, I shot him, but I guess I waited too long because he got swapped again.
And you know this how?
When I shot him, Dice's name appeared.
Our tricky little spark here swapped me in, right before Gecko could shoot him.
And we're supposed to just take your word for it. Seems like a pretty easy lie to make if you ask me.
Well, that's quite the accusation, isn't it?
So let's for a second assume that Dice is telling the truth. How does all this result in Knife dying? Has anyone seen Knife at all this round?
Nope.
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 Well, if it helps, I was exploring the left side of the maze and didn't see anyone. Snake, where were you?
The right side, exactly where Mr. Flamboyant was. Yet, I didn't see him at all.
Well, that's funny, because I saw you.
Oh, did you now?
Nope, you got me.
Mark this guy next.
You know, Snake, I'd be careful what you wish for. Karma has a way of catching up to you.
And that brings us to the end of round 2. First, let's address the obvious. Our player isn't the spark. There's no way he could have swapped places, which means he couldn't have marked anyone. This suggests that the spark swapped positions not once, but twice. If that's true, then Dice appears to be completely innocent. Hypothetically, if the spark first took Rose's place and then, 2 minutes later, swapped again, this time with Dice, it would explain how the spark escaped the area Gecko was watching. That scenario lines up perfectly with the account Dice gave us. I think if we wait until the end of round 3, we might start to get a clearer idea of who the spark really is. Round 3 begins. As usual, our player interacts with everything he can before making his way into the throne room. There, he chooses to hide beneath the throne, a spot he identified as an advantage all the way back in round 1. He waits in silence. But it doesn't last. The spark finds him.
I'm the spark.
Who are you?
Dice.
Why would you tell me that?
I was thinking I sure could win the game on my own. But do I really want to chance it? How about this? We work together to get everyone out. You vouch for me and we can split the $1,000 50-50 after I win.
Why don't I just tell everyone and vote you out now?
Well, then you only get $200. Seems like a worse deal to me. Not to mention, who's gonna believe you?
Okay, I'm in.
And just so I know, who actually are you?
Don't know.
Perfect, Gecko. I'll see you at the meeting.
That was interesting, to say the least. Part of me wants to believe that the player really was Dice, especially given how confident he sounded about winning and his offer to split the prize money if Gecko helped him. But at the same time, anyone could have been lying from the start. For now, all we can do is wait for the meeting to begin and see what Dice has to say. Gecko continues exploring and eventually enters the disco room, where he finds 2 other contestants talking to each other. However, as he slowly approaches them, one of the players suddenly breaks all of the signs. It's obvious that one of them, if not both, is hiding something. Is it Dice? Is he going around telling everyone about his plan? Or could it be someone else entirely, deliberately trying to frame Dice by pretending to be the spark?
Hi Gecko, what's up? Trying to find a place to hide, lol. I'm North. I was just telling Rose, I can show you around the maze if you guys want. But we can hide there for sure.
And so, they go to the maze. North, as promised, guides them through without any mistakes. The 3 players then wait.
So North, who do you think it is? Honestly, I'm not sure. Could be Snake, I think, or Dice. LOL, yeah, Dice is a mystery. I was also a little sus of Gecko, to be honest, because you were quiet, but you seem okay to me now.
As time runs out, the meeting phase begins. And, fortunately for the innocent players, no one has been eliminated.
Oh my god, guys, I got marked.
What?
But you're still alive, which can only mean one thing. The medic is among us. Anyone wanna own up?
Rose, you were with me pretty much the entire time, right?
Yes, I was.
Well, I don't want to say it, but I think it could be Gecko.
What?
Gecko, I was with Rose almost the entire round. We didn't even see anybody until you showed up, and now all of a sudden she gets marked.
Rose, you don't think I'd mark you, right?
Well, it is a little weird, but...
You don't think he could have possibly marked you and not me? I don't get why you believe him here.
Even if I could have marked Rose that round, there was no way I marked either Knife or Ears in the previous rounds.
Yeah, but we don't know that. Nobody knows where Knife was at all last round.
And Ears, last time I remember, you spent the entire second half of the round with him. No matter how you slice it, it falls on you.
Well, North, you're forgetting a crucial point here.
And that would be...
She was also saved.
Aha, well here's where things get interesting. You've put our friend North in a not-so-fun situation, Snake. It's very possibly, dare say likely, the North here is the medic. If he does admit to being the medic, he's putting a target on his back for the world to see. Am I right, or am I right? Also, there's no way it was Gecko.
How?
In the last round, Rose got swapped away from Gecko, and I got swapped in front of him. That couldn't happen if Gecko was the spark.
You're right. I'm sorry, Gecko. It made sense in my head at the time.
Guys, North and Gecko were not the only two people I saw that round. I'm pretty sure I saw everyone. I ran into someone in the library after I spawned in the cave, and then again in the museum. Any of them could have marked me.
Do we know who was who?
I was in the library.
And I was in the museum.
I take it no one was swapped?
Nope.
No.
As the third round comes to a close, our player votes for no one. Like usual, there are two possible explanations for what happened this round. The first is what Rose mentioned. She ran into two other players, Dice and Snake. Either one of them could have marked Rose, which would mean the other had to be the medic. But there's also a second possibility. North could actually be the spark, and either Gecko or one of the other two players protected Rose instead. What really stuck with me throughout the entire round, though, was Dice's behavior. If Dice truly is the spark, he practically admitted it by offering a deal. During the meeting, Dice defended Gecko like they agreed, but he also vouched for North, so the question is, did Dice offer the same deal to both North and Gecko? Let's break this down logically. Snake spawned in the library and ran into Rose, but the real question is whether he marked her or not. In the very first round, Snake was with Ears at the start, and Ears ended up dying that same round. North, on the other hand, spent about half of round 1 with Rose before going off to explore the maze. In round 2, he was once again focused on memorizing the maze, and by round 3, he proved it by leading everyone back to the center without any trouble. Then there's Dice. In round 1, we have no information on him at all. In round 2, he gets swapped at the last second, which leads to him being shot. That double swap only makes sense if Dice was telling the truth. But realistically, if Dice never lied, then someone else had to be pretending to be him, and that leaves us with only two options, North or Snake. I'm completely clearing Rose, Gecko, and North. And just like that, we're left with only Snake and Dice. But the real question remains, who is the spark? Well, round 4 might finally give us the answer. Gecko spawns in the kitchen, makes his way into the museum, carefully sneaking as he looks around, then heads into the throne room where he waits patiently. And sure enough, a player shows up.
Thought I'd find you here. Well, listen, I have an idea. Rose needs to go. Why? Well, she is confirmed innocent ever since. That annoying medic saved her. Why don't we just kill the medic then? I would if I knew who it was. In the meantime though, Rose is guaranteed to be safe. So, we need her gone. She trusts you, right? Sure. I want you to lure her in for me. Far away from every other players, then, with 3 minutes left in the round, I'll start swapping. Once I swap with you, I'll be alone with her. Now I can handle it from there. Aren't swaps random? That's why I'll do it with 3 minutes left. That way I can swap twice. Hopefully one of those times is you. If not, we can try again next round. Wait. How do I know your dice? Well, guess you just have to take my word for it.
So our player heads off to track down Rose, ready to betray her. And somehow, Gecko is going along with all of this just for half the prize money. Like bro, how is he that sure dice can be trusted? Gecko checks the jungle. Empty. Disco room. No one in sight. He's about to leave the library when there. A figure. Gecko raises his axe. It's Rose.
Gecko, I'm glad it's you, and not anyone else. What are you doing? Just hiding. I imagine the spark will want to kill me now that I've been saved once. Yeah, if you want, I know a spot where no one can find us, sure.
This is brutal. Gecko stands at the edge of a decision that could destroy everything, the trust he and Rose built round after round now hanging by a thread. One choice and it all shatters. If he backs out of the deal now, they might still have a chance to win Matchbox together, a chance to outplay the spark, a chance to survive. But the prize money whispers louder than loyalty. Without saying a word, Gecko leads Rose deeper into the maze, the walls closing in around them, each step echoing. And with every second that passes, the path back disappears.
This is it, here. Well, it's not much, but you're right, there is no way someone find us.
Not even a minute remains. Gecko can still walk away from the deal, save Rose, and win. All he has to do is keep his distance.
Rose? Gecko, did you see her at all?
No, I didn't.
I spawned in the cave and traced a path through the museum into the jungle. I was swapped into the greenhouse, but when I got back to the jungle to shoot someone, no one was there anymore. Dice, did you see anything?
No, not really. I spawned in the greenhouse and spent most of the round exploring the maze.
Gecko?
I was in the kitchen at the start, and I walked to the throne room from there. I hid under the throne the entire round.
Snake?
I just spawned in the disco and went to the library. I was hoping to catch someone in the cave and crossbow them, but no one showed up.
I believe Gecko's story. That leaves either Dice or Snake.
Well, I can help with that. I know it's not me. So, Snake, you got something to tell us?
It's Dice.
What?
What?
How is it now?
What the? Gecko, what did I ever do to you?
Gecko, why is it Dice?
Dice is the spark. He promised me last round that if I helped him, he'd split the money with me 50-50.
Are you kidding me? I literally have never done that.
Gecko, you said yes?
Yeah, I did, but I didn't want Rose to be out. Dice told me to lure her deep into the maze and he'd swap with me and kill her.
And that's what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah? I have no idea what you're talking about, Gecko. I didn't even talk to you last round. What are you even saying?
Are you saying Gecko made this up, Dice?
What? Yes, clearly he did.
I'm not lying, I swear.
Gecko, you know I can't be me because I was randomly swapped in front of you that one time you shot me. Why are you just blatantly lying here?
I don't want to lie anymore, Dice. I'm done. I don't care about the money. I'll split $300 if we vote you out now. I'm not going to let Rose's killer get away with it.
You're such an idiot, Gecko. You said I told you I was a spark?
You did, Dice. You know you did.
No, I did not. Gecko, have you ever considered once that maybe it wasn't me, that someone just wanted to frame me? Someone like Snake?
You just don't know how to stop lying, do you? You think I would go and lie to Gecko that you're the spark?
I know, I'm innocent, and if Gecko is confirmed innocent and he thinks it's me, the only possible way is if you're the spark and you've been acting as me the entire time.
Gecko, could it possibly be Snake?
I mean, I guess so.
It has to be.
Listen, there's still 4 of us. I don't think we should vote anyone out. If we work together, we can solve this.
As expected, our player casts his vote for Dice. Judging by this round alone, it feels like Snake could be the spark, but in a game like this, a twist can flip everything without warning. Dice's reaction seemed genuine, almost too genuine to fake. It's surprising Gecko never considered that someone, maybe Snake, could have been impersonating Dice the entire time. Still, round 5 might finally bring the truth to light. This round, Gecko spawns near the throne room, but he doesn't go in. He hesitates for a second, then turns away and slips into the maze instead. The corridors swallow him whole. He hides. He waits. Every second stretches thin. Then, moving carefully through the twists and dead ends, he finally reaches the secret room.
Who are you? Who are you? I'm North. Gecko. Okay, thanks goodness. Oh my god. You're gonna hide out here. Yeah, that's the plan. What about you? Honestly, I was hoping I'd run into you. I'll hide here with you and listen out for anyone. What should we do if someone finds us? Run for it. Just in case, we get swapped. If I ever flash an axe, you flash your arrow, okay? Gotcha. Who are you? Gecko. I just got swapped. I'm North. I was just swapped here. Gecko, who were you with? Because they were the spark. Whoever it was, said they were also you. What do we do now? I have no idea. This spark may come back. Can you shoot him? Can try.
North, huh?
Dude, where is everyone hiding this game?
Would you look at that? The spark outs themselves for us right here. Well, Gecko, it's up to you. I know it's not me and you're clear.
Excuse me? I haven't seen anyone the entire round again, and somehow you're the innocent one.
This is a stalemate. It's all up to you, Gecko, unless he takes the bribe that you gave him.
What bribe? I never offered Gecko anything. I'm starting to realize you set me up.
Come on, you can drop the act. I know it's you.
And I know it's you.
Exactly. It's up to Gecko.
Guys, I don't know what to do. Snake, where were you that round?
The jungle.
Dice, where were you?
Everywhere, looking for anyone.
Funny story show, man.
Listen, Gecko, it's clearly not you. So what do you say? Me or Snake? It's a 50-50. Why don't you roll the dice and find out?
I know who the spark is. Snake, do you still have your arrow?
Yeah.
Dice?
Yes?
Okay, well, one of you doesn't. Last round the spark shot North, so whichever one of you doesn't have an arrow is the killer.
Well, that's great and all, but we can't prove that now, can we?
No, but you don't have to. Nobody vote for anyone this round, and then I'll see next round who still has an arrow or not. Whoever doesn't have an arrow, we just vote for them.
And what makes you think the spark won't mark someone in that time?
Because they can't. Because I'm the medic.
Brilliant! Why, Gecko, you're genius! The spark can't mark anyone because if they don't mark Gecko, he can just save whoever they mark.
So next round, we all just say, we're Gecko?
Yes, we'll meet up in the museum with 3 minutes left and everyone will spread out to one of the far corners. On my signal, I'll reveal who I am by placing a sign. Then whoever has an arrow should load their crossbow. I leave a sign with a code word that only they can see. Then in the meeting, whoever says that code word has to be the person with the arrow, and we vote out the spark together.
And what happens after I load the crossbow?
Or I do.
We run.
Sounds good to me.
Same here.
Round 6, final round. One mistake and it's over. This is it.
You're kidding me. Hey there, Gecko. Hey, Gecko. You won't tell me who you are. I'm Gecko. Well, so am I. Perfect.
The plan is now in action, but the question is, will everything go according to plan, or will it backfire? No movements whatsoever. Not from Snake. Not from Dice. Not from Gecko.
I'm Gecko.
And as time ticks, we reach the final phase of the plan.
Bearjack.
With no meeting, it's assumed Gecko was marked at the last second. That's how Matchbox 2 officially ends. So who was the spark? It could be Snake, but Dice is still questionable. In round 1, Dice had no involvement, while Snake was in the library with 2 others. In round 2, Dice said he was swapped out of the library at the last second, and Snake was there too but never saw him. In round 3, Dice appeared to be framed. Or was he? From the signs alone, it's impossible to tell whether Snake was framing Dice or if Dice was playing mind games. Rose encountered both of them that round, but there's no proof which one marked her. In round 4, a small detail stood out. An emoji that also appeared in round 1 among the signs. Still, that's weak evidence against Snake. If Gecko was swapped with either Snake, who claimed to be in the library, or Dice, who said he was in the maze, then one of them is lying. Especially since North stated he was swapped out of the jungle. But by the time he ran back to shoot the spark, the room was empty. In round 5, the spark eliminated North, leaving the team without an arrow. Even with everything considered, the only answer that truly makes sense is Snake. Too many rounds don't line up. Snake was with ears in round 1, focused heavily on the crossbow mechanic, and in round 2, suspicion shifted toward Dice after he claimed he was swapped just before Gecko could identify the spark. With that in mind, it's possible Snake impersonated Dice to increase suspicion and push a vote against him. Dice always came across as calm and persuasive, while Snake leaned more toward threats, either shoot someone or get them voted out. Matchbox doesn't hand out clear solutions, it leaves the audience piecing everything together from round 1 to round 6. So after all that,
who do you think the spark really was?
I saw a picture of us in crop tops with